I was just about to take my daughter to the hospital for her nosebleed when we were attacked by an assailant right at the entrance. My daughter tried to tell me something, but her injuries were too severe and she closed her eyes. I was devastated when my daughter lost her life as soon as we got home. The police colleagues who came to investigate the scene concluded after their examination that the killer's target was me. They had mistakenly killed my daughter instead. However, based on my years of experience as a police officer, I knew a professional hitman would make that kind of mistake. I kept a strand of my daughter's hair as a memento and went through her belongings. Among her possessions, I discovered a gun that was fully loaded with bullets. Thinking back to my daughter's strange behavior before she died, I found everything highly suspicious. Using my authority as a police officer, I traced the gun's registration number to find the owner's address. I drove to the location, and as I slowly approached the residence, a young man inside spotted me. He grabbed a blade and prepared to ambush me. He was clearly no match for me and was quickly subdued, with both hands pinned to the ground. I told this young man, named John, not to panic. My daughter had been killed, and I just wanted to ask him a few questions. I had the gun he gave her. John didn't argue back. He simply handed me the key to the house where my daughter had been staying, along with a bag of clothes. He refused to say anything else, so I stopped pressing him. Following the address John provided, I went to the house where my daughter had lived. Nothing seemed particularly unusual there, but while examining my daughter's belongings, I discovered a radiation detector. I was somewhat puzzled. When I turned on the detector, it emitted a piercing sound. I pulled out the item from my pocket, my daughter's hair. The radiation levels in the hair were extremely high. I finally understood why my daughter had been experiencing nosebleeds and vomiting. This situation was far from simple, and I was determined to investigate thoroughly.
Just then, I received a call from the police station. The good news was that my daughter's killer had been found. The bad news was that the killer had already been murdered. I became increasingly curious that there was a much larger conspiracy behind this incident. I had no choice but to find John again. This time I didn't try to persuade him gently. After struggling internally for a long time, John finally revealed everything he knew. He, my daughter, and several other classmates had been conducting scientific research at a research institute. They gradually discovered that the project they were working on was actually related to nuclear testing. My daughter wanted to expose this matter. She contacted lawyers and even wrote to congressmen, but ultimately received no response. Later on, my daughter noticed something wrong with her body, which is why she came home hoping to seek my help. She never expected that killers would come after her as soon as she arrived home.